The former convicted felon and President of the United States, Donald Trump, always seems to be mumbling on about cognitive decline.
Like a memory question, it's like you'll go person, woman, man, camera, TV. So they say, could you repeat that? So I said, yeah. So it's person, woman, man, camera, TV. It's actually not that easy, but for me it was easy.
This definitely wasn't a one-off for tiny hands, so let's take a trip down memory lane and view this epic compilation of his greatest hits.
Cognitive test like I did. I took a cognitive test and I aced it. Dr. Ronnie Johnson. Does everyone know Ronnie Johnson, congressman from Texas? He was the White House doctor.
Of course we remember your doctor, Ronnie Jackson. How could we possibly have forgotten the White House medical logs that were released, where we all saw that you were handing out pharmaceuticals like candy his entire term? He worked tirelessly, getting narcotics into the hands of the Trump administration and people on the Hill that he frequently was viewed taking mid-shift naps after happy hour.
How good did Elise Stepanek do? You know, we've endorsed Dr. Oz, we've endorsed JP, right? JD Mandel, and he's doing great. Jimmy Connors is good. He's also happy.
Mike Bolton, John Bolton is here. Mike Bolton, as you know, is in Russia.
And there was progress today. I look forward to solving it.
Thank you, Steve.
It was Trump's fault. It's always Trump's fault. Can it ever be like Rick Gates's fault? I mean, it's always Trump's fault, Rick.
By the way,
I had to take a pause at Rick Gates. I find this one particularly amusing because the Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz, who is under investigation for possibly trafficking teenagers, I can't believe I'm even saying that out loud, has been one of Donald Trump's most staunch and loud supporters in Congress. I'd even go as far as to say that he's quite the fanboy.
Report the crowd on January 6th. You know, Nikki Haley, you know, did you know they destroyed all of the information, all of the evidence, everything? Deleted and destroyed all of it, because of lots of things. Like Nikki Haley is in charge of security. You know, Nikki Haley.
Oof, yikes. Trump seems to be so far deep into mental decline that he actually believes he is running for president against Barack Obama.
It was interesting. Joe Biden won against Barack Hussein Obama. Has anyone ever heard of him?
Arrest their leading political opponent, and leading by a lot, including Obama. I'll tell you what, you take a look at Obama and take a look at some of the things that he's done.
And Putin, you know, has so little respect for Obama that he's starting to throw around the nuclear word today. You heard?
I want to know what that wine tastes like. I mean, come on.
But it's not just political opponents that Trump seems to confuse. It happens to be friends, doctors, lawyers, and even sports stars.
We have some of our great business leaders and leaders, period, right behind me. I may ask Marilyn Lockheed.
we appreciate it very much, Tim Apple.
Yes, please, Mr. Kurd.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks for giving your first comments on the bill on this show. It means a lot to us. We appreciate it, sir. Thanks a lot.
You have a deal. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Joe Bright, this guy is just the worst. So will Christian ever run for president against you? And you heard the prime minister, you heard maybe have Matt Blum speak next, because he's been so incredible in so many ways. He fights so hard. He loves his state. He loves the people. Think of it, a new branch of the United States military, United States Armed Forces, called Air Force. I never talked about that. That's something we never talked about. But what we just saw, we just left pleasure. A very big hello to a place where we've done very well, Sioux Falls. Thank you very much, Sioux Falls. Thank you. So, Sioux City, let me ask you, and the worst president in the history of our country who is cognitively impaired, we would be in World War II very quickly. The worst president in the history of our country will be a fading
nightmare. He'll be I have fading memory.
A fading nightmare is right. Get to the polls so we can get Donald the help he needs. I'm Vanessa Branda reporting to you for Really American Media.